Incidents of demonic possessions and exorcisms have been there for centuries. But the narrations can still freak us out. In this video, we have planned to take you on a demonic tour. Here are the 10 worst demonic possessions in history, which are definitely hard to believe.
Welcome to Hear This. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Number 10. Ludon possessions. One of the most notorious exorcist events in history is the possession of the French nuns in the 17th century in the village of Ludon. These nuns reported their case to the local church, where the exorcist, Urbain Grandier, was accused of his illegal and immoral activities. He confessed to his sins and also demonstrated a public exorcism, where the nuns would scream and speak in the devil's language. This led to public hysteria, and the priest was then set on fire by the French people of the same village. Number 9. Clara Germana Cele. This event of possession occurred in 1906, when a 17-year-old girl named Clara Germana Cele claimed that she had made a pact with Satan. She was a student at the St. Michael's Mission School, and that is where she came for the confession. She would howl like an animal, tear her clothes apart, and talk to invisible beings. This was an unusual case, as someone under the power of the devil would rarely contact for one's own exorcism. She was also reported to exhibit supernatural strength when brought close to the holy book in the church. Number 8. Michael Taylor in England. Michael Taylor was a British, middle-aged man who joined a church group to deal with his depression. Mary Robinson, his instructor, tried to heal his back injury using Holy Ghost powers, and with each passing day, both came closer to each other. Both would stay up all night, making a cross with their bodies. Taylor's wife suspected them of having an affair, and when she confronted the two in front of the church, Taylor began to scream and howl. Farber made an exorcism exercise for 7 hours, but he hasn't completely healed yet. He was sent home for a day, which is when Taylor killed his wife and dog. Police found him roaming the streets naked and covered in blood. Number 7. Bobby Jindal. Not all exorcisms and possession stories date centuries back. Bobby Jindal was the governor of Louisiana from 2008 to 2016. He had been quite active in the politics and movement for the president during these years. He had confessed that while he was in college, he once performed an exorcism activity on a friend called Susan, together with his campus colleagues. She would rub the Bible on her face and keep on swearing. Altogether, this whole incident is quite weird, given that Bobby Jindal himself has provided an intimate account of it. Number 6. Annlise Michelle. What makes this incident of possession interesting in history is the fact that this woman named Annlise Michelle was possessed a whopping 67 times. She was a middle-aged woman from Germany who first came out to be suspicious when she refused to walk past a statue of Jesus. She had reportedly begun to smell unbearably bad and would speak in the voice of the demons. She was exorcised by a priest who let her starve to death. Can you believe this happened in the recent 1975 only? The same incident was the inspiration behind a 2005 popular movie called The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Number 5. Brother Hermes. This incident relates to the French brother Hermes, who claimed that he had exorcised almost 35,000 demons in almost 25 years. He lived in Colombia and had a weird way of exorcising. He would paint the person black and make him lie in a circle with chicken eggs in his hands. Brother Hermes would then interview the demons, and then set the ring on fire, surrounding the person. Number 4. Possession of Clarita Villanueva, in the Philippines. A demonic possession took place in the Manila city of the Philippines in 1953. Clarita was an orphan and poor, without any immediate family members. She was forced into a life of prostitution. Looking for her father, she came to the city of Manila, where she offered the same services. She was sent to jail because prostitution was a crime in the Philippines. It was in the jail where she was possessed. The judge who heard her trial narrated that she was under possession during the court procession too. Number 3. The Exorcism of George Lupins. George Lupins was an English tailor in the 18th century who began to act oddly. He made inhuman voices, animal-like howls, and, interestingly enough, he would also sing the hymns backward. 7 priests at the Temple Church of Bristol commanded the demons to leave George's body, and he was finally set free after a series of unfortunate events that also led to the collapse of his business. Number 2. Benditus. This German woman, Benditus, claimed that her house was haunted. She began to experience trance-like states, and her family and friends had her go through an exorcism. When the pastor came to the house for his job, Benditus went pretty violent. She vomited pieces of glass and blood. But fortunately, after several exorcisms, she got rid of the demonic state. Number 1. The Possessions of Latoya, Ammons. In November 2011, the Ammons family moved into a rental house on Carolina Street in Gary. Only within a few days did the family begin experiencing weird incidents. One of them was swarms of black flies entering the house. Latoya killed them, but they kept coming back. They would also often hear footsteps and creaking of the door past midnight. While all the weird occurrences were forcing them to move out, the Ammons took help from a church. After an equally weird series of events during an exorcism, the house was finally free from the demonic powers. Share with us in the comments below if you have ever had some experience with demonic possessions. Also, which one was the worst on the list today?